Oo. Hindi niya nabigyan ng ng oras din. Kaya pina-survey sa amin ito.
Nag-survey kayo niyan?
Oo. Ito
Okay.
yun, yung pinakita niya sa amin. Yan, nakikita mo, sir?
Oo.
Yan, pinicturean ko yan, galing sa inyo yan eh. Tama ba? Nakikita nyo?
Excavator yan eh.
Oo. Di ba, ganyan lagi yung yung nangyayari sa inyo?
Dahil natatanggal yung natatanggal yung yung grease line.
Yes, oo. Yung pin lalo. Di ba, sir? Na dahil sa pin, nagkakaroon ng elongation.
Torque rod ng dump truck.
Opo.
Torque
Si
rod
Sir Barry nagturo sa akin ito, kaya pinicturean ko. Torque rod, lower and upper.
Nagkakaproblema yung pin.
Oo, tama. Ganito usually nangyari at ang ginagawa nyo line boring, tama ba, sir?
Yes, nagla-line boring tayo.
Ito, papakita ko lang sa inyo yung video, ha. Naririnig niyo ba, sir?
Pivot joints are at the center of any rotational movement. Unfortunately, most machines experience play at pivot pins, and play causes lug wear. So, how come lug holes wear, and why is it a problem? Well, to enable installation, lug holes are slightly larger than the diameter of the pin, and this is causing play. When a machine operates, the pivot pin moves due to the tolerance needed for installation. As the pin is cylindrical and the lug hole is larger, the load is concentrated over a small contact area. This means that the lug holes will deform as they are the softer material. As wear in the lug hole grows, precision decreases. Sooner or later, the lugs need to be restored to their original diameter and tolerances. Commonly, this requires welding and line boring. In other words, unwanted downtime for your machine. The expander system solves lug wear by evenly distributing the load. Expansion sleeves are mounted on the tapered pin. As the fasteners are tightened, the sleeves will expand. Now that the play between the hole and the pin is eliminated, the pin is fixated into the structure, creating a stronger and more durable construction. The load is distributed over a larger area, and instability caused by lug wear will no longer occur. Expander system, the permanent solution to lug wear.
Introduction lang yan. 10 years ang warranty. Lifetime niya, no? 10 years lifetime warranty nung pin mismo. So, napakadaling gamitin, mabilis, at permanent na. Yan na ito yung mga testimony nung ibang mga gumagamit nito. Sabi niya, I used to repair maximum 4 pivot pin a day, but since started with expander pin, hindi na gano. Twice na lang sa mga repair, may revenue has increased and the profit, no? So magkakaroon ng profit yung company nyo. Makakasave tayo dahil lalo na sa pandemic na ngayon, kailangan yung maintenance natin ma-decrease. Yung reliable yung mga machines natin dapat. With the competition on global market, we focus on life cycle cost. So tatagal yung life cycle nung mga pivot pin natin. So first fit installation of expander system decreased life cycle cost by half. No, yan yung mga justifications natin, sir. No more lag wear. Hindi ka na magkakaroon yan, sir. Ha? Fast installation at repair. Mabilis mag-install. At mabilis yung investment, return of investment. So ito yung technology ng expander pin. So expander system is installed directly into the existing mounting. Ito yung pivot pin natin, no? Pivot lug kung tawagin. The washer presses the sleeve onto the tapered section of the expander. Ito yung washer niya, sir, no?
Yeah.
Hindi na yan. The sleeve expand. Ito yung sleeve. It will expand in the worn lug holes in parallel and eliminates all play. Kasi dahil nga may clearance yung pivot pin natin, pivot lug natin, may clearance. Dahil sa bushing na to, yung sleeve, mag-expand siya, mawawala ng clearance. Nakuha mo, sir?
Yeah. Nakuha ko.
So double-sided yon, yung locking niya, it gives increased safety. So easy to remove and reinstall kasi bolt and nuts lang din yun. Madaling palitan, madaling ilagay, madaling luwagan din. So ganito yung technology na yun, no? So once na nilagay mo yung pin sa loob, yung sleeve, and then may washer, itutulak ng washer yung sleeve. Dahil naka-tapered yung pin, naka-tapered din yung sleeve, mag-expand siya habang tinatighten mo yung bolt. So ganyan yung technology. So it has quality control and traceability. Kung makikita mo, sir, meron ang serial number dyan. So magka-problema man, matitrace mo agad kung ano yung problema, no? So yan yung ito yung mga advantage sa workshop. It offer end user the best LCC solution, gain market share for competitors, possibility of line boring without welding, using oversized expansion sleeves, short sleeve times, faster turnover in the workshop, ability to offer installation in the field. Kahit sa field po pwede. Ilagay ka agad. Access to web shop. Sa field nyo, sir, di ba?
Yeah.
Pwede yun. So, ito yung makikita mong timeline. Sa traditional, kung makikita mo, ito yung mga na-avoid mong causes sa mga traditional axle. Temporary solution lang yun. Laging temporary ang ginagawa natin doon. Because yung pa rin ang ilalagay natin na pin, merong space pa rin, may clearance, mag-vibrate pa rin, ganun pa rin mangyayari in the long run. Pero using this expander pin, permanent na yon, up to 9,000 hours and longer. Kasi wala nang nagpe-play. Na-compensate niya yung clearance. Pag sa OEM naman, katulad ng mga Komatsu, Caterpillar, Volvo, dahil bago yung ano nila, ito yung advantage nito kapag pinalitan agad yung mga pin nila. Kasi siyempre sinasabi nila warranty yun, warranty. Kaso after a year or 2 years, masisira agad dahil nga dito sa vibration. But some other OEM, pinapalitan na agad nila. So less capital tied up due to short lead times. Standardizing of pivot pins and bearing installation advantage niya. Quality advantage over competition, up to 5 times increased life expectancy. Short lead times, 10 years, 10,000 hours function warranty, access to web shop. Yung OEM, sa OEM naman to.
10,000 hours?
Sell nila? Oh yes. 9,000 hours.
10,000 hours at saka 10 years, hindi yun ah. Kasi ang 10,000 hours sa amin dito, mahigit 1 taon at kalahati lang.
Yes, pero yung lifetime nung ano nga natin, expander, up to 10 years. So, short term pa lang to. Short years pa lang ang sinasabi natin to, sir.
Okay.
Ganito kasi nasisira yung mga pivot pin natin, pivot lug natin, no, sir? Sa inyo, sir, kailan nasisira yun? Usually.
Kuan yun, 20, kumisan maabot ng 20,000 hours bago magre-ilalim.
Doble. Mga 4 years, no? Oh.
Mga kuan, ang 20 sa amin, almost mga tatlong taon kalahati.
Tatlong taon, kalahati, ganun. Pero ito 10 years. Warranty pa. So high standard, ito yung mga standard niya. Kaya hindi sinasabi yung mga materials ito kasi nga secret to ng expander but tested by these standards.
The expander system is used as a pivot pin. If we look at an excavator, for instance, pivot pins can be found at the cylinder rod ends or between moving mechanical parts. A traditional pivot pin is typically designed as a straight axle. And it is actually this design that causes the wear in the lugs it is connected to. So, let's take a look at the expander system. The key feature with the expander system are the expanding sleeves. Those sleeves are fitted in the lugs, expands and totally prevents all future wear in the lugs. The yellow zinc-plated sleeves are slotted to enable the expansion. The fastening element and the washer creates a pressure on the sleeve as it expands over the tapered end of the axle. After greasing the axle and checking the condition of the lugs, the axle is positioned in the lugs. Next step is to grease the sleeves and mount them in the lugs. The dry fastening element and the washer is mounted on both sides and the position of the expander system is checked. The fastening elements are tightened and torqued according to the installation instruction. The final step in installing the expander system is torquing it.
So kahit gaano kalaki pa yan, sir.
Start the equipment and run it through its full motion range several times and retorque the expander system. Retorquing is then performed after 1 hour, 1 working day and after 1 week till the sleeves are fully settled. The essential parts of the expander system are designed and engineered and also manufactured by expander system. The axle is induction hardened with a grinded surface and tolerances are very tight. Our standard tolerances are F7 or H7.
Every piece of machinery and equipment has pivot wear problems. Regardless of greasing habits, sooner or later the lug holes start wearing and must be restored to their original diameter and tolerance. Traditional solutions are costly, time-consuming, and only temporary. The expander system is the permanent solution to this problem. It's fast, economical, and comes with a 10-year warranty. So what is the expander system? The expander system is a pivot pin assembly for heavy equipment and machinery that is far superior to the old way of fixing worn-out pivots. Let's take a closer look at the pivot point and the problems with the conventional methods of fixing worn-out pivots. The pivot point is the active point where the machine delivers its value, and when this point wears out, the machine no longer performs the function it was designed for and needs to be repaired to avoid failure. The typical way of constructing a pivot point in new manufacturing is to insert a pivot pin through two lug ears with a bushing or bearing housing in between. Typically, the lug holes are a few thousandths of an inch larger than the pin diameter, so the pin can be inserted. The pin is then secured in place on one side, preventing the pin from falling out when wear appears. Because the pin most often is a harder material than the lug ears, they begin to wear out, thereby enlarging the diameter of the hole. In time, the lug holes become so worn that the pivot is no longer stable, begins to break down, and becomes a hazard in the working environment. To repair this worn-out pivot point requires costly solutions that can take days to complete. The most common traditional method requires welding and line boring of the lug holes. This process is very costly and time-consuming, yet only temporary. Wear will appear again. Many customers are in work environments where it is needed several times a year. So how does the expander system solve this problem? In the expander system, both ends of the pin are tapered. An expansion sleeve is fitted at both ends of the pin, followed by a washer and a securing element. The assembly is installed in the pivot and the securing elements are tightened. As the elements are tightened, the expansion sleeves are forced over the tapered ends of the pin, creating a pressure between the pin and the lug ear, locking the expander system into the pivot. The wear process is permanently eliminated. The standard sleeves expand up to 2 millimeters or 80 thousandths of an inch, and our standard oversized sleeves expand up to 4 millimeters or 160 thousandths of an inch. A range of specialty oversized sleeves are also available, so many times it isn't necessary to rebore the lug ears. Just think, no more line boring. The real advantage is that the expander system solves the problem for good. Once the system has been installed, the machine is as stable as new. Securing the expander from both sides also provides greater safety because the expansion sleeves cannot work loose. The expander system is also easy to disassemble. When a bushing or bearing needs to be replaced in the pivot, simply loosen the securing elements and tap out the pin, and replace the worn-out components and reinstall the assembly. Installation and removal can often be done in the field, saving valuable downtime. A cost comparison analysis between the expander system and line boring concludes that the expander system is the more economical and efficient solution, saving considerably in upfront costs. If you then add the minimal downtime and lower life cycle costs of not having line bore during the 10-year warranty period, the savings are even greater. So how can we give a 10-year warranty? We've been in the construction, mining, and forestry market for 30 years and have conducted endurance testing for up to 50,000 hours without any sign of the system losing its qualities. The results of testing and actual field performance give us the confidence to offer a 10-year warranty of the locking mechanism. We adhere to ISO 9000 quality control standards in every facet of production. In the production of the expander system, we use only high-quality hardened steel. Grind it to tolerances for friction-resistant surface. The expansion sleeves and pressure washers are treated with an anti-corrosive finish. With our proprietary CADX computer technology, we also control the entire process from design to distribution, which guarantees our customers the highest quality service and product performance. Once the pivot dimensions have been inputted using our CADX system, we design the assembly and calculate the price. Our expander system online program offers invaluable information for end users, dealers, and machine manufacturers. The expander system is very flexible. We can design to any pivot dimension and use the expander assembly on any type of machine or equipment with pivot systems. Each expander system is installed, tested, and approved for its specific application. The outstanding quality of our expander system has led many of the world's leading machine manufacturers to offer expander as an original equipment part. Expander has a rapidly growing global network with manufacturing in the United States, Sweden, and Germany. The expander system has a global distribution network which is rapidly growing to cover more territories. The next time you have a scheduled pivot repair, instead of welding and line boring, use the expander system and see for yourself why companies all over the world are becoming excited customers of expander.
Ayos yan ah.
Nakakita mo, sir?
Oh.
The widest product yan. Ito yung sinasabi nating iba-ibang klaseng expander. Kasi di ba nilalagyan natin ng grease yung iba? So may mga design yan na may mga butas. Kung saan yun, yung butas. So ito yung standard design, nut and washer. So bolt fastener with washer. Bolt fastener with recessed washer. Nasa loob yung washer, no? True bolt design. Flathead fastener. Kung ganito yung kailangan mo, no? Multi-bolt arrangements. Step pin with axial locking. So offshore, DNV type approved, certified. So sa Komatsu, sa dump truck, sasabihin mo lang sir yung model. Alam na kagad ng expander kung saang anong design yon, anong dimension. So expander pin system completed strut with steering linkage connected, super bolt, multi-jack bolts, tensioner, expander pin, pivot pin. So with Nord lock wedge locking washer din kasama na nandoon. So dito rin nilalagay yung expander pin sa steering arm, tie rod, and steering cylinder at the bottom connected with expander pins. Bolt and expander pins are secured with Nord lock washers. So ito naman mga super bolt nilalagay, no? Yung dito sa part na to. Yan yun, no? Yan yung mechanical tensioner. Sa ibang ano na yan, ibang course, ibang product line, no? So sa mga Volvo, may Volvo brand ba kayo sir ngayon?
Wala kaming Volvo. Ang amin lang, Komatsu rin.
So alam mo na naman to sir mga pinto sa mga pivot pin.
Steering.
Sa Caterpillar, loader.
Loader na pin. So babaguhin pala yung buong pin.
Yung buong pin lang sir. So kunyari na line boring mo na yon, na welding, na build up mo na agad, no? So papalitan na lang natin yon para maging permanent na yon. Hindi na yun mag-ooblong. May mga lumang ano pa kayo dyan, mga heavy equipment?
Mayroon.
Doon natin i-try sir, maganda yun. So ito before, ngayon after. So kapag kukunin natin yung dimensions nun, pwede ko ipasa sa inyo to sir, no? Tapos pagawa mo na lang sa tao mo, ano yung sizes nun. So ito yung mga, kukunin lang yung mga dimension para sigurado lang. Meron ng mga database yung ano natin, expander. But for sure, natin tong basic dimensions. So ito yung sinasabi natin with greasing types, no?
May greasing sa gitna.
Pwede dito nilalagay at lalabas dito sa gitna or sa right side or bottom or dual.
Greasing kasi doon sa link mismo, doon sa bearing. Hindi sa pin.
Mismo sa bearing. So kung may ganitong design, meron din, no? Pwede rin.
Okay.
And last, okay na sir.
Okay.
Yan lang yung papakita ko sa iyo. Di ba? Maganda yung ganitong sitwasyon lang natin, no?
Kaya nga eh.
Pag-uusap pa tayo.
Ano nga yung...
Ng oras, sir?
Sige lang, may time pa ako. Bali kayo umahawak nito ngayon.
Yes, sir. Exclusive nga kami yan.
Bali, ipapadala ko lang sa iyo yung details ng paglalagyan. Alam nyo na paano yun, gano'n.
Yes. Tapos basic dimension mo lang para ma-confirm lang na ito yung sukat nito. Ite-trace na agad yung product name nun.
Kasi mabuti.
Meron na stock yan sa ibang bansa sa UK. So talagang meron na silang parts list para sa Komatsu, sa Caterpillar, Hitachi. Mostly sa Hitachi madami.
Magkano ang presyo dito?
Sir?
Magkano ang presyo?
Based on computation pa yon.
Okay. Based doon
sa laki,
lahat. Based doon sa ibibigay ng mga specs.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Na i-compute yon, ipapasa ko agad sa iyo para pag-aralan makikita mo yung return of investment nun mabilis.
Sige, tingnan natin. Bibigyan kita. Pasahan mo lang ako ng kuan. Pasahan mo ako ng yung form na kailangan gawin.
Yes sir, data sheet.
Yung data sheet.
Pag okay na yung COVID, pwedeng kami mag-install.
Kaya nga. Gusto ko lang
Pag hindi pa okay, at na-deliver natin agad, isusum natin.
Okay na. Ganito pa rin.
Ganito pa rin. Pero may warranty. Kung bumigay agad, ay papalitan ulit na agad natin yung pin. Hindi katulad nung pinapagawa nating pin palagi, di ba? Wala. Sira, temporary lang yun.
Temporary lang.
Oo. Ang dami-dami nyo pa namang heavy equipment dyan. No?
Oo.
Sir, yung ano nga pala, yung sinasabi, yung tinatanong ko sa inyo, yung trainer, wala na pala si Sir Padulyo ba yun? Padulyo?
Wala na si Padulyo.
Wala na, no? May pumalit na, sir?
Meron pumalit sa kanya. Ibigay ko sa iyo yung email address noon.
Sige nga, sir, para sa isang conference, yung mga tao mo naman, pwede nating training sa bolting.
Oo. Ipasa ko sa iyo ang email address niya.
Oo, abang kunyari, libre sila ngayon, libre sila ng oras. Mabigyan natin sila ng training kahit papaano. Mga 1 oras lang naman.
Oo.
Sa
Pwede yun.
Projector lang nila.
Oo.
No, sir?
Projector lang naman gagamitin dyan
Oo. Na-miss kita, sir, ha?
Kaya
magkita ulit tayo, no?
tagal na natin hindi nakita.
Oo nga. Si Sir Leo, okay na ba, sir?
Okay na siya. Wala nang COVID dito ngayon.
Good.
Nakalabas na yung COVID sa amin.
Yun, oo. Buti naman. Kasi yun yung unang-una kong nabalita, Sir Leo.
Oo, na-COVID yun.
Oo, tinetext niya sa akin Na-confine daw siya doon sa planta.
Oo, tinamaan nga siya noon
Dahil sa bisita niyo yata yun, no?
Sa bisita, sa contractor nila, yun, nahawa siya. Kaya, pati yung asawa niya na kasama. Oo.
Social distancing, ha?
Kailangan. Diyan ka lang pala ngayon sa bahay.
Hindi ka nakaka-uwi ng Davao.
Wala na. 6 months na ako hindi nakaka-uwi.
Yun lang.
Kasi daming requirements Uwi.
Kaya papaswab test ka pa.
Kailangan ko pa magpa-swab test. Tapos kailangan pa ng mga clearances dito. Kahirap.
Tapos pagdating mo sa Davao, quarantine ka rin.
Quarantine pa. Kaya,
ganun yung mga kasamahan ko dito. Umuwi na Cebu, Davao. Quarantine sila.
hintayin ko na lang na matapos yung quarantine. Saan umuwi?
Oo nga.
Kasi pag na-quarantine ako ng 14 days, isang buwan ako absent.
Oo, nako. Without katayan, pag ganun. No?
Without pay na.
Oo, without pay. Sir, anong balita dyan?
Okay lang.
Anong plano dyan sa Semirara?
Okay naman. Okay naman yung production namin. Pero yung nga lang, kasi mahina masyado ngayon ang coal. Mababa masyadong presyo. $29 lang per ton.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya nahirap masyado ngayon dahil taghirap. Dagdagan mo pa itong COVID. So, ang customer namin, which is China, masyadong mababa ang kuha ngayon ng mga coal. Tapos marami pa nag-aagawan. So, kaya hirap din kami. Locally, okay naman sa local, pero yun nga lang, hindi masyadong marami. Kaya medyo surviving. Kumbaga sa kan, break even ang gas ang kwan, break even lang daw.
Oo nga, oo.
Ganon.
Meron akong yung isang nakilalang owner ng mining sa sa Pilipinas Mining yata 'yon, kung kilala mo 'yon. Hindi ko masyadong pinakilala sa akin, nakausap ko. Sarado nga sila ngayon, pero continuous pa siya nagpapasweldo. Pero sa akin, Saldi, pag nag-open yan, 1 month lang, uwi ko na lahat.
Kaya nga.
Yun ang mangyayari. Pero buti na lang sa inyo, continuous production pa.
Continuous kami. Hindi pa rin naman nagbago. 16 million pa rin yung target namin for the year. Siguro makakuha kami ng kalahati ngayong June, end of June. Kalahati naman sa sunod. Pero yun nga, ang presyo is mababa. Yun lang problema.
Siguro, ang solution din sa maintenance natin, yung expander. Makakabawa na ng maintenance na gastos. Once na nilagay ito, permanent na to for 10 years. Hindi na nagagalawin, isipin mo.
Hindi na gagalawin. Kaya nga.
So, ito yung pwede natin i-propose sa management na para makatipid tayo ng maintenance cost.
Pwede.
Ito yung pwedeng maging long run investment. No?
Yeah.
Oo. Ipasa ko sa iyo yung mga ibang justification, sir, no?
Ipasa. Email mo. Kaldi, email mo lang.
Sige.
Okay.
At hindi na kita masyado istorbahin. At salamat, ha? Ingat ka dyan.
May naghihintay sa akin sa labas.
Ganun ba?
Oo. Sabi ko, kadali lang. Salamat, Saldi. Salamat.
Sige, salamat po.
Paano ba ito i-off?
I-off mo lang, leave meeting.
Okay, sige. Salamat.
Salamat.